Mayhem here at Suspiria Works Cinema, where we watch all the movies. Today is another Yuzna film, The Dentist. Because I found this at some kind of a low-budget place. The only release of it is a DVD, so it at least is widescreen, so that's a plus. For whatever reason, Yuzna never managed to take off and get good funding. You know, his biggest budget movie was Bride of Reanimator, and he never got much. Well, Return of the Living Dead 3 didn't have the same. I don't think it had as big a budget as Bride of Reanimator, but he had at least a budget on that. But after that, none of his films really had much of a budget. This has Corbin Bernsen as a dentist, and funny enough, the Hulk is in this too. Which I was like, hey, I know that guy. Oh, yeah. This is somebody who has a fear of dentistry's nightmare. It's not a horror film, though. This is not this isn't a slasher like you'd think. Dentist kills people. It's not. This is a psychological adventure into, Corbin Bernsen is a dentist. Finds out his wife is cheating on him. He's apparently on some kind of medication. We never know exactly what, but we're guessing it's some kind of like antidepressants or psychotropics or something like that to keep him level. But after seeing this, he basically loses it. You know, he just feels like everything in his life is a waste, and his dentistry OCD kind of kicks in, and he sees the decay everywhere, and it drives him mad. You know, so you get some just really great shots of teeth drilling and grinding away pieces, some tooth extractions, and Bernsen sells it. He really does. It's a very low budget movie, so they do use the wavy cam effect for some psychological stuff, which is kind of weak. But he's great. He strangles one girl to death, which it's very bleak, very real. So I think he sells the movie on. But I would go into it's not a slasher film. It's not a gore film. This is a psychological drama with horror tinges to it. You're basically watching the descent of this one man into complete depravity and insanity. It works. This is a solid film. Again, very low budget. So keep in mind when I talk about these, I'm not comparing this to a high budget horror flick. This is a low budget psychological drama-ish thing. It's cool. So the movie itself, I would go up and give this one I give it a nice 6, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. I enjoyed watching it. It's got some solid filmmaking techniques. It's not going to ever be your favorite movie, but it's definitely a very cool entry into Yuzna's catalog. So let me know what you thought of the movie, if you've seen it. I will be doing Dentist 2, because Yuzna directed that as well. So I'll get to that at some point. And give me any suggestions you have. We'll see you here next time at Movie Mayhem.